Hey there. So I wanted to talk about the divine feminine today because we've been talking about the divine masculine or conscious man, right, for a couple of days. And um, what I wanted to do was dismantle this narrative that's out there about the divine masculine or the conscious man, which is basically saying that he is disconnected, that he is so into his spirituality that he's not prioritizing women and children. He's all about himself. So they're saying he's selfish and self-centered. That is not a divine masculine. That is a man who's still developing himself. He's still going through his initiations. And he still has shadows to work out within himself, right? And so basically he still has ego and pride to deal with, a little bit of narcissism there. Every person that goes through their spiritual journey tends to have a little bit of narcissism there because they start going into different rabbit holes and figuring themselves out, right? And so, but a conscious man has already integrated everything. And as a matter of fact, everything is an integration for him, just like it is for a divine feminine. The only difference is that the divine feminine creates the energy and the divine masculine puts that energy into motion, right? And starts building off of that. That's how the dynamic works. So I wanted to talk about the divine feminine or the mystic woman, right? It's the same. For a divine feminine, she's not easily understood. There's also a narrative about the divine feminine out there that's not what it should be. These two entities, these two energies, I'm not going to say entities, these two energies that exist within us, every single one of us, we all have a divine feminine and masculine within us, right? But we feed one more than we do the other until we learn how to balance both, right? So these two energies, they both operate out of love, but the expression of it is different in each one, right? So for the divine feminine, a lot of times she is highly misunderstood because she's more on the emotional side, right? And she's, to be honest with you, she's not really meant to be understood. She's meant to be understood. Okay. This woman is a force that is shaped by fire, by air, by water, by all the elements, earth, fire, air, and water. Okay. She goes through all the initiations. Her biggest thing is she's constantly being shaped by silence, by merging her light and shadow. She's constantly in solitude because she's learning how to confront her own detachments, her own fears, her own dysfunctions. So she's become very, very comfortable with her solitude because this is where she's figuring it all out. And this is not a flaw. No, this is a doorway to a much deeper connection and interconnectedness with all of existence. Because when you come down to it, you are not anything at all other than existence itself, right? So when you really look at everything and you defragment everything, this is what she is doing. She goes into a much deeper side of herself. And this is why she's constantly telling the divine masculine, meet me in the deep. I will not go meet you in the shallow. That's why she's always saying this, because the only way the divine masculine can reach her is by going in deep. He has to go through his initiations as well. So this woman, let me think, trying to come up with the words. She doesn't offer herself to the world in fragments. I'll tell you that'll never happen. Only those who can actually feel her beyond the surface. Those that can see her not as a mystery to solve, but as a universe within itself to honor, right? Her presence can be both a mirror, like a reflection, as it can be a portal. It's like she's constantly inviting those to meet her with reverence. You know, she wants people to witness something ancient and something real within themselves by her own experiences. So to know her is to walk slowly, to listen deeply, to understand that everything that she reveals to you is earned. Nothing is demanded. She's like the living embodiment of divine love, of integrated divine love. Not because she has never known pain, because let's be real, every divine feminine, every mystic woman, every woman that comes into her spiritual body has experienced a significant amount of pain in so many different forms and has learned to transmute that pain and turn it into a powerful tool to be of service to others. That's what this is all about. Okay. The energy of transmutation, learning the language of energy and frequency and how to use it to create something better for yourself and for those that are around you, your loved ones, right? This is what a divine woman, a divine feminine, a mystic woman does. And because she's already gone through so many battles on her own. She's already survived so much. She has risen through everything, all of the shadows, all of the fears, and she continues to, because she continues to birth and rebirth different versions of herself as she continues to integrate and go through these waves, right? And throughout all of that, all of the things and the pain and the transmutation and the this and the that she's gone through, this person, this woman still chooses love anyway and still chooses to operate out of love anyway. And this is the same for the masculine. The masculine experiences this on a more three-dimensional platform. The feminine experiences this more on a spiritual platform, right? Because she's a portal. Everything comes through her. Did you know that a man cannot come into his own spiritual journey if not through a woman? Like all of these things, because the woman is the portal. She's the doorway. She's the, whatever you want to call it, the gateway. Okay. So all of these things come from the divine feminine, and there's so much more. I mean, the divine feminine is creation itself. And if you understand anything about creation, if you look at nature itself, we're surrounded by the divine feminine energy all the time, and the masculine as well. But they're integrated. Do you see what I'm saying? They're integrated. They're aligned with each other. They flow with each other. It's this magnetism that's there. Creation itself cannot happen without the two dynamics that are there within this universe. The divine feminine is a very powerful force. And those of us that have activated that within us, at this moment at least, we're witnessing a huge shift. At this moment, the divine feminine has felt so disconnected for so long that she's starting to just now reintegrate because she had to disconnect. I mean, I'm talking about this happened way back with COVID, the shift. And if you didn't feel that shift, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you, because we all experienced that. As a matter of fact, some of us feel like we died back then and we're just in a whole different timeline right now. We jumped into a whole different thing and everything is different. It looks the same, but it's not the same. So, and we're starting to integrate this now. So anyway, this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. If this resonates, put a comment down, we can talk about it. We can go deeper into this discussion too, if you want.